Assalamualaikum students, hope you all will be fine. It's your science workbook page number 22, unit number 9, forces. How will you do it? Look at the each situation below. Let's see if you can tell what forces you use in doing these simple things. Remember, push and pull are forces. First, you have to bear in mind the concept of the forces of push and pull. Push is when you apply a force on an object to move it away from yourself, that is a push. In contrast, when you apply a force on an object to grab it towards yourself, that is a pull. Now, here three situations are given and each situation consisting of the force either a push or a pull. What we will do, we will read each situation one by one and will decide later that which force they are using. Number 1, you need to take a bottle of water out of the fridge. It is in one of the racks in the door. What forces will you use? First, you will go to the fridge. You will hold the handle and you will open the fridge door by grabbing it towards yourself, which means that you are pulling the door. So, the first force that you will apply is the pull. Next, water bottle is in one of the racks. You will again hold the bottle and move it towards yourself. Again here you are using a force of pull, which we have already written. In the end, you will shut the door. If you are shutting the door, which means that you are pushing the door by moving it away from yourself. So here you are using the force of push. So in this situation, two forces are using, one pull and the second one push. In the second situation given, you want to call someone on the mobile phone. What force will you use? If you want to call someone, you will hold a phone and for doing so, you will dial a number. It's just like a buttons on a remote control. There are buttons on a mobile phone, or you will touch the screen. If you are pressing the buttons or you are touching the screen, which means that you are pushing the buttons. So for dialing the numbers, you will push the buttons and here you will apply a force of push. So you will write push here. The third situation is you are seated at the dinner table. There are many dishes on the table in front of you. You want to serve yourself. What forces will you use? First is that assume that you are sitting at your dinner table and there are a number of dishes in front of you. One you will pick, you will hold that and you will grab it towards yourself to serve yourself. So here you are using the force of pull. So here you will write pull. After serving yourself, you will again put that dish into the respective place. So for this you will again put that dish at their respective place, and for doing so you are using the force of push. So here you are again using the two forces, one pull and the second one push. Now on the next page, page number 23, what can force do? Now there are some uses of the force, what a force can do. Here you have to choose the correct word to complete the sentences. The following four sentences are given. You have to complete the sentence by picking up the right answer. First one, forces make things dash. as we have already read that forces make things move. So the right answer is move. As forces do not make things jump, do not make things walk and speak as well. So the right answer is move. Second one, a push or pull force can make an object changes its dash. As we all know that both forces, either push or pull, make an object to change its two things. One, direction, and the second one, shape. So here, company, direction, color or name. So shape is not given but direction is given. So the right answer is direction. Third one, we can use the force of the wind to dash. Do we use the force of wind to cook food? No, we don't need a wind to cook food. Push a car. A car does not even need a wind to move. Make electricity. Yes, a wind can be used to make or generate electricity. That is called the wind electricity. Or the tear paper. If you are tearing the paper, does it need a wind to tear? No, it doesn't need. So the right answer is to make electricity. Last one, what happens when you use a force on Play-Doh? Maybe you all have played with a Play-Doh. So what happens when you exert a force on a Play-Doh? Does it melt? No. Does it strike back? No. Nothing happens. No, something happens when you apply a force. What happens? It changes its shape. As we have read that two causes occur. One, the direction change, and the second one, the shape change. In this phenomena, when you apply a force on a Play-Doh, so it changes its shape. So the right answer is D. In B section, it's a crossword puzzle and below them clues are given, both the across and the downwards. Here the across means you have to find the answers and to write them in the crossword horizontally, and in downwards you have to find the answers and write them vertically or downwards. Let's start with the across one. Number 3. A football changes its dash when it is hit. As we know that when a player hits a ball, a football changes its direction. So the right answer is direction, and you have to write it acrossword in number 3. Here you will write direction, D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N, direction. Number 4, this has a lot of force when it falls from a height. What has a lot of force when it falls from a height? The answer is water. When a water falls from a height, it has a lot of force. So you will write here W-A-T-E-R. Horizontally, the answer is water. Now you have to complete the sentences downward. No dash can be done without using some kind of force. We all know that when an object can in a rest position and is without any use of force, so we cannot perform any work. So no work can be done without using some kind of force. So the answer here is work. Here you have to write vertically W-O-R-K, work. Number 2, dash is needed to break something. If you want to break an object or something, what you need? And in a journal, you need a force to break something, either a push or a pull. So if you want to break something, what you need? Force is needed. So here number 2, F-O-R-C-E, force is needed to break something. Number 4, kites fly because of the force of dash. We know that in windy weather, the sport to play is kite fly. Wind helps humans to fly the kites. So, kites move with the help of the wind. So, kites fly because of the force of the dash. The answer is wind. Here you will write W-I-N-D, wind.